Welcome to the Tarantula Collective. My name is Richard. This is the Collection Tour Part 2. Thanks for coming back to check out the second installment of my collection tour. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. Today I'll be focusing mainly on the juveniles and some spiderlings in my collection. So I'll be introducing you to those tarantulas as well as feeding some of them. I hope you enjoy. You're awful noisy, buddy. Don't you know I'm trying to shoot a video here? So in case you missed last week's episode, what's going on is I'm taking you on a tour of all the tarantulas in my collection. We're just kind of working through shelf by shelf, introducing you to all the tarantulas, snakes, scorpions, all that stuff. Now if you enjoy this content, be sure to hit that like button, that means a lot to me, and subscribe if you want to make sure you don't miss the upcoming episodes where we finish off the tour. So for the entire month of June, every Tuesday I'll be uploading a new video introducing you to the rest of the collection. And as we're working through the collection, if you see any of the names of my tarantulas and catch the references, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know you caught that. It's always nice to know there are other nerds out there like me. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, just to quickly show off what we've got down here as far as our spiderlings and juveniles. We've got a Hapalopus. This is Dash, the Homoeomma species blue, a blue Peru tarantula. Now we've got Mallory, the Harpictera pulchripes, and right next to that is Mickey, the other H. pulchripes. These are golden blue leg baboons. I actually got these as a wedding gift from Tanya over at Fear Not Tarantulas, which is like the most unique wedding gift anybody gave us. Then we've also got another A. chalcodes. There's Saffron. This is the Brachypelma emilia. And my C. lividium, the cobalt blue. Moving down, we've got a P. laguardi, a Fort Hall baboon. Another Brachypelma. Looks like it's kind of hanging out there on the side of its enclosure. This is the Brachypelma bumgardi, Mexican orange beauty. And we've got a Brachypelma albiposum and another one of those. It's Shaka and Jalad. If you get that reference, you're pretty cool in my book. We've got Charlie's Chilobrachys discolus, Vietnam blue tarantula, a Theraphosinae species pure, and last but not least, a little baby Theraphosa blondi. I don't want to forget the tarantulas I've got hidden behind here. We've got a Nandu Tripoli, Brazilian giant blonde. Got Lois, the Bumba cabocla, Brazilian redhead tea that I very rarely ever see. We've got Talus, Pseudohapalus species blue. It's a Colombian blue bottle tarantula. Very pre-molt. Kind of hanging out there on the side of its enclosure. This is one of my favorites. This is the Holotheli sanguinesips. That hide back there is actually a bored cube. I got that from Jessica over at Do Not Disturb Enclosures and Hides. Little mountain of dirt, and yeah, it's down the bottom of its enclosure. I can see it. I know it's still alive, but it's not coming out here to the top to hang out at all. Alright, and here I've got my Caribbean versicolor and Tilly's pink-toed tarantula, just kind of hanging out there. Here we got crawling around another H. macula toga starburst, looking a little pre-molt at the moment, and again, severely webbing its enclosure up. Here's the Hapalopus species Columbia, a pumpkin patch tarantula, just kind of hanging out back there in the corner. I see its little butt.
Enchanté.
We got another H. maculata, toga starburst, also in hiding. This is Yolandi, the Y-diver sepes, the Amazon sapphire pink-toed tarantula, up here in this little web tunnel, where you can't really see anything beautiful about it. And then we've got the third H. mac, Kava, the toga starburst as well. And then hanging out back here, this is Anastasia, the T. violesis, the purple tree spider, somewhere in there. Here I've got a Brachypelma cyanopubescens. It's a green bottle blue. It's very small, but it's got plenty of room there to grow into that enclosure. Here we've got Ducat, the Hapalopus species black, the Bach Mall tarantula. It is technically a fossorial too, as you can see. It lives down there at the bottom, has this nice little web tunnel all the way up here to the top. Very cool tarantula. Here I've got Porthos, the Poecilotheria vittata. It's a ghost ornamental. It's about ready for a rehouse as well. We've got Janus, Stromatospelma calceatum, the feathered leg baboon tarantula. Ooh, looks like they molted recently. I can't really tell, but there's a nice large molt in there. And then finally, the Songopanus Victoria, the Darth Maul Mexican half and half tarantula. Got this beauty from Fear Not. Oh, she was actually out, but as soon as I touched the enclosure, it took off running, so. Those are my juvenile arboreals that I have on this wall. But as you can see over here, we've got more juvenile terrestrials and arboreals, so we'll begin to those soon. Alright, so we got time left for a few more tarantulas, so we're gonna get a few more of these in before we wrap up the video. First off is my Ephebopus rufescens, the red skeleton tarantula. There's its enclosure. Next we've got the Homoeomma. You can see it hanging out back in there, not digging the light. Then sticking its legs out here, we've got the Orphanacus philippinus. See it just kind of hanging out. It is a beautiful tarantula. Then up next is the Bonatina cyanofemur. It's webbed up its enclosure nicely. It's like it's down there hiding in its burrow. And then lastly, we've got the Brachypelma species Santa Calita. Always goes running and hiding. And if we move back and we look at these last few here, got a H. davamotha. It was shooting poop up all over the side of its enclosure. Very nice. There's a Hapalopus Schmitty gold. And then another Haploclastus davamotha. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure you hit that like button. If you want to support this channel, go ahead and subscribe down below and hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted every time I upload new videos in the future. I upload videos every Tuesday for Tarantula Tuesday. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter if you want some updates in between videos. And as always, you can join our Facebook group where all of our members get 10% off every order they place with fearnottarantulas.com. We still got a lot of tarantulas to go through, about halfway through the collection now. Next week we'll be covering a lot of the very small spiderlings and some of my large adult females. I'm gonna be feeding some Theraphosa blondies, so be sure you tune in for that one. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I appreciate your support, and be sure to check out my website, thetarantulacollective.com. It's your one-stop for connections to all the different social media platforms we're on, and very soon there'll be a merch store, some articles, all kinds of new developments coming for the website very soon, so keep checking in. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of Tarantula Tuesday. Be sure to come back next week for part 3 of the Tarantula Collection Tour. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Tuesday.